Welcome everybody to Game 3 of the 1962 National League Playoffs. Each team has won one game, and today is the deciding game. The San Francisco Giants are in Chavez Ravine to play the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here are today's superstars. We will see Orlando Cepeda, Willie Mays, Tommy Davis, Maury Wills. Here's the starting lineups. First for San Francisco, Harvey King will play left field and lead off. Chuck Hiller's at second base. Felipe Alou will be playing right field today. Willie Mays in center. Orlando Cepeda at first base. Ed Bailey will be catching. Ernie Bowman will be playing third base. Using as-played lineups, but Bowman is replacing Frank Davenport, who was injured in Game 1. Jose Pagano at shortstop, and today's pitcher, the Dominican dandy Juan Marichal, grade B pitcher with a YZ modifiers. Starting for the Dodgers, Maury Wills will be at shortstop. Junior Gilliam at second base. Duke Snider in left field. Tommy Davis will be playing third base. Wally Moon at first base. Frank Howard in right field. Johnny Roseboro is the catcher. Willie Davis in center. And Johnny Padres, the hero of the 1955 World Series, will be pitching grade C with Y and Z modifiers. Today we're using, both teams have master symbols, and we're going to be using the Paul Marino boards. So that actually makes Marichal a grade 13 pitcher and Padres grade 7. So here we go for the first pitch. Harvey King steps into the box. 21 is a fly ball to center field, measured by Willie Davis, and he makes the catch for the first out. That brings up second baseman Chuck Hiller. 35 is the roll. 36 is going to be ball 1. 61 is a 22. Testing the catcher, Johnny Roseboro, who is a grade 7, fielding column 2. And that is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3 for 2 outs. And we go to Felipe Alou. 61 is the roll. That's a 22. That's also going to test the catcher, and he will be a strikeout. So we go to the bottom of the first, no score. We go to the bottom of the first. Juan Marichal is taking his warm-up pitches. In Candlestick Park, Juan Marichal won 24 of 25 starts against the, or decisions, against the Dodgers, and I got to believe that kind of figured in their coin flip approach. They didn't want to meet Marichal in Candlestick Park. They've got him here in Dodger Stadium, but up there he is 24 and 1. First batter will be Maury Wills, National League's stolen base leader in 1962. The pitch to Wills is a 35. That is a 9 against the grade 15. And that is a base hit for Maury Wills. Okay, Wills would be safe on a roll. If he tries to steal, would be safe on a roll of 11 through 62 because he's a C34. But the C means that the rules are he doesn't steal. After he could steal it pretty much any time. Well, here it is. Let me show it to you. Okay, for C, -1, tied, or +1 or +2. Yeah, they could go. And he's going. To 13, he will be safe at second with a stolen base. When you steal on the Marino boards, you got to consider the move to first. That's a -1 for Marichal off of Will's rating, and then the throwing for the catcher Bailey was 2. So take 2 more. It was actually 11 through 61. He would have been safe. So that brings the bat with a runner on second, Junior Gilliam, and he is going to look to bunt Wills over to third base. There's the pitch. He squares around. 46 is a 29. It's going to be a strikeout. So he was pretty determined to try to get him to third, but it didn't work. Here is Duke Snider. 56 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Juan Marichal came at you with lots of different motions. He had an extremely high leg kick, which he pretty much maintained throughout his career. And then he could come overhand, he can come sidearm, he can come submarine. He threw fastballs, curveballs, sliders, screwballs. He had a full toolkit. Here's the pitch to Tommy Davis. 1-4 is a fly ball to the left fielder. Harvey King is under it, and he makes the catch. We go to the top of the second. There is no score. Willie Mays will lead off the top of the second for San Francisco. .32 is a roll. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam, who makes the play over to first base for the first out. Orlando Cepeda. 33, that's going to be a 5. Padres is left-handed, so that's going to be a -6 with the 7. So 5 on a 13, that's going to be a double. There's an M there. No M on Padres card, so it's a double for Orlando Cepeda. Ed Bailey will be the batter. 32 is 26. That is ground out to the second baseman, Junior Gilliam, but that will move Cepeda to third. And there are 2 outs for Ernie Bowman, who is in for the injured Jim Davenport. Here's the pitch to Ernie Bowman. Infield is playing back with 2 outs. 26. It's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the bottom of the second. There is no score. Wally Moon will lead off the bottom of the second for Los Angeles. Here's the pitch to Moon. 24 is a strikeout. And that is Marichal's 3rd strikeout already. Frank Howard. Frank Howard is 2 for 7 in the playoffs thus far. 54 is a fly ball to Felipe Alou in right field, who makes the catch. 2 away. Johnny Roseboro, the catcher. .53 is the roll. That's a 19. That will test the third baseman, Bowman, who is a column 3, and that's going to be an error on Ernie Bowman. That puts Johnny Roseboro at first base, and for a catcher, he was a fast runner, and I think he'll try to steal. Steal rating's E31. Marichal's move is 1. Catcher's 2, so 3 off that 31 would be .11 through 54. He'd be safe. So here's the throw. 21, he is safe. Roseboro steals second. And he'll be there for a good 8th place hitter, Willie Davis, who will be intentionally passed. Which brings us to the pitcher, Johnny Padres, with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Padres. 64 is a fly ball to left field. Harvey King is under it, makes the catch. We're at the bottom of the 2nd, still no score. Jose Pagan will lead off the top of the 3rd. Actually, we're in the top of the 3rd. Here's Pagan. 54 is a fly ball to right field. That's Frank Howard. He makes the catch. Pitcher Juan Marichal. 133 is a roll. That's going to be probably a base hit. 7 plus 5. It's 7 on 2, so that's a single. Average speed at first base. Brings us to the top of the order, and Harvey King. King is 1 for 5 in this series. Here's a pitch to King. 64 is a roll, and that's a strikeout. Chuck Hiller. .21 is a fly ball to the left fielder, and that is Duke Snider, so he makes the catch for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, still no score. Maury Wills will lead off for the Dodgers. He is 4 for 11 in the playoffs, has 3 stolen bases. Here's the pitch. 13 is a base on balls. And of course, he's going to try to steal. And successful. That brings about Junior Gilliam. He tried to butt him over last time. I think he's going to swing away this time. Here's the pitch from Marichal. 33 is a 7, and that's going to be a base hit for Junior Gilliam, scoring Maury Wills, and the Dodgers go up on the Giants 1-0 here in the 3rd. Junior Gilliam has just got it in these playoffs. That makes him 5 for 11, and here's an important RBI in what could be a low-scoring game. His chances for stealing second base are 11 through 51. And the Dodgers are going to send him. Here he goes. 1-1. And a 1-1 is going to be an error also. Putting Gilliam on 3rd. On a CA catcher, on a stolen base, roll of 11 and 22. Would be errors, and you got 11, so we got nobody out. And Junior Gilliam at 3rd for Duke Snider. San Francisco will play their infield in. Here's the pitch to Snider. 45 is going to be base on balls. First and 3rd, nobody out. So the Dodgers have taken 4 extra bases with their running game. And brings me back to the Royals stealing 7 bases in their playoff against the A's in 2014 here recently. Here's the pitch now to Tommy Davis. Infield is going to still be in. 44 is a 7. A 7 on 18 is going to be a base hit, scoring Wills. Not Wills, but scoring Gilliam. And Snyder will go to second. Tommy Davis will go to first. Still nobody out. Two to nothing Dodgers. Wally Moon's the batter. One three is a 2 balls and no strikes. Marshall has a Z rating. 54 is a fly ball to the right fielder, Felipe Alou, and he makes the catch. Nobody advances. We go to Frank Howard. Flight out the right his first time up, 65. It's going to be a high pop-up to the catcher. Ed Bailey is under it, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs for Johnny Roseboro, who reached on the air and stole the base. 24 is swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the top of the 4th, Los Angeles 2, San Francisco 0. Johnny Prodorus completes his warm-up tosses here in the top of the 4th. He is a Lithuanian-Polish descent and is in the Polish Sports Hall of Fame. He's facing Felipe Alou. Here's the pitch. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. Felipe hit 25 home runs in 1962, and he gets the Dodgers on the board here. Gets one of those runs back, and that will bring up Willie Mays. 33, that's going to be a 4. Padres is left-handed. Mays is +3 against 4 on a 4. 2-base hit for Willie Mays. Does he think about stealing third? Let me look at the numbers here. Okay, 11 through 55 on an attempted steal third. The letter allows him to try it, and here he goes. There goes Willie. Oh, 56. They just nailed him. 55 would have been safe, so Willie is caught stealing. Roseboro to the third baseman, Tommy Davis, for the first out of the inning. So Johnny Roseboro comes up with Johnny Rocket Armies. He cuts down Willie Mays at third base. Orlando Cepeda now is 1 out. Here's the pitch to Cepeda. 53 is a 20. That's going to test the second baseman, who is Junior Gilliam. He's an 8. That's feeling column. Let's see. Feeling column 1. That's going to be base hit. So it puts Cepeda at first base with 1 away. Ed Bailey, the catcher, comes up. He has some power. He gets 17 homers in 62. The hole is 44. That's an 8. -5 against lefties makes him a 12. That's a single. And the runner will go to second. So the Giants, with 1 out, will have runners on first and second. And Ernie Bowman coming to bat. Ernie Bowman coming from Johnson City, Tennessee. Here's the pitch. 56 is a 34. It's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Tommy Davis, for the second out. Jose Pagan will be intentionally passed to pitch to Juan Marichal. That loads the bases with 2 outs. Marichal's a right-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. Padres winds. Here's the pitch. 53 is a 21. That's going to test somebody here, I think. Okay, here's the 21 result. Hope you can see that. Let me see. There we go. The 21 result. It tests the infield, but they don't give you the numbers for the infield. They just give you the numbers for the total team. So I'm going to go ahead with fielding column 2, which is what San Francisco is. It's going to be first on the air. Runners advance one base. The error is on the shortstop. So Maury Wills boots one, and the Dodgers now look at a tie score with San Francisco, and the base is still loaded with 2 outs. Top of the order coming up. Harvey King, who's 1 for 6 in the playoffs. Here's the pitch to King, 34. There's going to be a 12, the infield back. It's going out to shortstop, and that closes out the top of the 4th, but San Francisco is able to tie the score at 2. Juan Marichel's completing his warm-up tosses here in the bottom of the 4th. Willie Davis, the pitcher Johnny Padres, and Maury Wills are due to bat. Marichel came up to the Giants in 1960, and in his first game he pitched a one-hitter. Took the no-hitter into the 8th inning against the Phillies. I think June 19th. Let's see. I think that was, I forget the day. It was in July, I think. 1960 against the Phillies. Here's the pitch here to Willie Davis. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Harvey King is under it, makes the catch. And Willie Davis is the first out of the 4th inning, bringing to bat Johnny Padres. Padres fly to left his first time up. The roll is 15. That's a 9. Gets the right-handed pitcher plus 3. So it makes Marichel a 10. 9 out of 10 is a fly out to Harvey King, left field. Top of the order, Maury Wills, who has been on base twice, stolen 2 bases. There's 2 outs. There's a windup to pitch to Maury Wills. 41 is a 28. That is a ground out to the shortstop for the 3rd out. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Score tied 2-2. Chuck Keller set the lead off for the Giants. 26 roll is a fly ball to Frank Howard Felipe Alou in right field for the first out. Okay, it was Frank Howard. Felipe can't catch the ball and come to bat in the next play. So here's Felipe Alou. 6-6 roll. There's another drive by Alou. It's going to be gone. A second home run for Felipe Alou puts the Giants on top 3-2. Here's Willie Mays. 45 is a walk. And they're stirring in the Dodger bullpen. In fact, they're doing more than stirring. They're going to pull Padres. And manager Walt Austin is going to bring in Larry Sherry, who is a grade 14 reliever, and X and W modifiers. Willie Mays is at first base. He's going to stay there and let Cepeda hit. There's the pitch. 52 is 27. That's going to be a ground out to 3rd, or an X, so he has the X modifier, so Cepeda swings and misses for strike 3. Now there are 2 outs, and Ed Bailey. 4-2 is the roll. That's a swing and miss for strike 3. But the Giants score 1 in the top of the 5th. They lead 3-2. Junior Gilliam is set to lead off for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're trailing by a run. There's the windup and the pitch to Gilliam. 42 is a base on balls. Okay, his chances to steal second are 11 through 51. So the Dodgers have been running all day. They're not going to stop now. Here's the pitch. There goes Gilliam, 56. He's going to be thrown out. That time, Bailey cuts down Junior Gilliam. Score 2-4, and there is one out. Pitch to Snyder. 45 is a base on balls. Tommy Davis. 62 is a 26. That's going to be a fielder's choice. Ground out to the second baseman, Chuck Hiller. Sending Snyder to second. And 2 outs. Wally Moon. .43 is a roll. That's going to be, I think, a ground ball back to over to first base. And Moon is retired. First baseman to the pitcher. We go to the top of the 6th inning. San Francisco 3 and Los Angeles 2. Larry Sherry remains in the game. He'll be pitching to the bottom of the Giants' order, starting with Ernie Bowman. Here's the pitch. 44 is an 8. +2 against lefties, so 8 on a 12. It's going to be a fly out to center field. One away. Jose Pagan. Jose is just 1 for 7 in the playoffs. Here's the pitch. 46 is a fly ball to center field. Willie Davis is under it, makes the catch. Juan Marichal. 34 is a ground ball to third base. 5-3. Most Marino boards make that to first base, but I changed it to third because I think it just happens too commonly. We go to the bottom of the 6th. San Francisco 3, LA 2. Okay, in 1963, Juan Marichal teamed up with Warren Spahn, and those two pitched probably the greatest game ever pitched. It went 16 innings. Both pitchers pitched complete games. Marichal won on a one-base hit home run in the 16th inning to beat Spahn, but he went the distance. And the game was played in just a bit, all 16 innings, a little bit over 4 hours. Here is Frank Howard. The lead off, the bottom of the 6th, 44 is the roll. That's going to be a base hit for Frank Howard. I don't think I want to lose his bat. He's going to stay in and run the bases because he might get the bat one or two more times. So here we go with Roseboro, no pinch runner. There's the pitch to Johnny Roseboro, who's going to swing away. 54 is a 32. That's going to be a fly out to the right fielder, Felipe Alou. First out. Willie Davis comes up. Willie is 1 for 9 in the playoffs. Here's the pitch to Willie. 55 is going to be an 8. Gets the right-handed pitcher +1, so 8 on a 12. Base hit. So that's going to be a single with the runner going to second. Got Tommy Davis on first, Frank Howard on second. There is one out. Larry Sherry, timeout. Okay, they'll bring in a pinch hitter, a left-handed pitcher, Ron Fairley, will be batting for the pitcher, Larry Sherry. Stan Williams is down in the bullpen warming for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Ron Fairley. 26 is a swing and a miss for strike 3 and 2 outs. Maury Wills will come to bat. Wills is 1 for 2 today and 4 for 12 in the series. Marichal winds the high kick. Here's the pitch. 54 is the roll. That's going to be a fly ball to Felipe Alou in right field for the third out. We go to the top of the 7th. Dodgers still trail by 1. On to pitch the 7th for Los Angeles will be Stan Williams. He is a grade 7C pitcher. W modifier. He'll be facing the top of the Giants order, Harvey Kuenn, who's 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Harvey Kuenn. 1-3 is a base on balls. And that's not what you want to do, is walk the first batter in the inning if you're a relief pitcher. Here it comes Chuck Hiller. Okay, Chuck Hiller will square around the bunt, try to advance the runner. Here's the pitch. 21 is a 30. That's going to be fielded by Tommy Davis, who throws over to the second baseman covering first. And the sacrifice is successful. So put Kuenn on second. 1 away. Well, Felipe Alou is the batter. And Felipe is 3 for 9 in the series with 3 home runs. Stan Williams is going to be a fastball pitcher. He's going to challenge him and pitch to him. One of the bases on deck. Spade's behind him. 64 is a 40. A little dribbler towards second base. Junior Gilliam flubs it and commits an error. So now we got runners at first and third with 1 out. Giants will play the infield back. Willie Mays will be the hitter. He has doubled and walked today. 1 for 3, 4 for 10 in the playoffs. Let's see, Cepeda is 2 for 4 today, 4 for 11 in the playoffs. So they're going to pitch the Mays. Here's the windup. Williams pitches. 21 is a fly ball to the left fielder, who is Duke Snider. He makes the catch. We'll have to roll to see how deep the fly ball is, so I'll roll the red die. 5 that's deep. It's going to be 61. Okay, Kuenn's running speed is 5, so that makes it 66, and then we check the arm of Duke Snider. His arm is 30, so 11 through 36, he's safe. Scores. And that makes the score Giants 4, and as a Dodgers 2. That's a big insurance run. Okay, brings up Orlando Cepeda. With 2 outs. 55 is the roll. That's a 7 on right-hand pitchers +1. That's going to be an 8. 7 on an 8. That's going to be a base hit, sending the runner Felipe Alou to third. First and third Giants, they might not be done yet. Cepeda's at first. Alou's at third. Ed Bailey's a hitter. 1 for 3. 1 for 6 in the playoffs. Here's the pitch. Infield's back. 66. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. 3-run home run for Ed Bailey, scoring Cepeda. And Alou ahead of him makes it 7-2, and the horse is out of the barn. Ed Bailey bangs one over the wall, 5-run lead. Walt Alston's coming to the mound to get Williams. The new pitcher for Los Angeles will be Ed Roebuck. He is a grade 13 reliever with a Y modifier, and he is facing right-hander Ernie Bowman. Here's the wind-up pitch to Bowman. 56 is a 34 play result. Pop out 2, that's a Y. So he has a Y modifier, so Bowman strikes out for the third out. But the Giants have broken it over and open here in the top of the 7th. They have a 5-run lead, 7-2. Juan Marichal will face in the bottom of the seventh Junior Gilliam, Duke Snider, and Tommy Davis. Here's the pitch to 55. That's an 8. Right side -2, so it makes 8 on the 15. That will be a fly ball to the right fielder, Felipe Alou. First out. Duke Snider. 26 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the 6th strikeout for Juan Marichal. And now Tommy Davis. 1-5 is a 10. -5 against right-handers. 10 on an 18. Base hit. It's a single for Tommy Davis. Wally Moon. 34 is a fly out to the center fielder, Willie Mays, who makes that low basket catch to end the 7th inning. Go to the top of the 8th, San Francisco 7, Los Angeles 2. Okay, we're looking at the bottom of the order, top of the 8th, Jose Pagan, Juan Marichal, and Harvey King. Juan Marichal passed his point of weakness about 2 batters ago, so he's going to be lifted for a pinch hitter. But first of all, here is Jose Pagan. 62 is a fly ball to the right fielder, Frank Howard. He makes the catch. 1 down. Matty Alou will pinch hit for the Giants for Marichal. Alou, a .292 hitter in 1962. He swings the bat from the left side, facing the right-handed Ed Roebuck. Here's the windup and the pitch to Alou. 62 is the roll. That's going to be a fly out to Frank Howard for the 2nd out. Harvey King. 1-4 is fly ball to the left fielder, Duke Snider. The Giants are quickly retired in the 8th. They lead 7-2. Frank Howard will lead off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. Stu Miller is now pitching for San Francisco. He is a grade 6 reliever, Y modifier. And they're setting up the champagne bottles for the toast in the San Francisco locker room. Here's the pitch, 53 is the roll. That's a 17. We'll test the right fielder, who is Felipe Alou, column 2, and that's going to be a base hit for Frank Howard. Okay, in a close game, I think I would pitch run at this point for Frank Howard, but it's not a close game. They need a lot of runs. His run is not that important. Johnny Roseboro comes to that. 41 is a ground ball to the shortstop, who throws to Chuck Hiller at second, on to Cepeda at first for a double play. 6-4-3. There are 2 outs. Here's Willie Davis. 34 is a fly ball to the center fielder. Willie Mays calls for it and makes the catch. We go to the top of the 9th. Giants 7, Dodgers 2. Ed Roebuck will stay on and pitch the 9th for the Dodgers. Chuck Hiller is the hitter. 6-6 roll. That's going to be a 2nd column roll for Chuck Hiller. 1-4 is going to be a single for Hiller. Felipe Alou. 44 is a 7. He's -3 plus 7 on 16. The runner on first is just barely hit. That's going to be a single, and the runner goes to third. Okay, Ron Peranowski is up and warming for the Dodgers in the bullpen. Here's Willie Mays, who's the infield is back. 6-6 roll. It could be out of here. A 3-run home run for Willie Mays. And that's going to exceed my scoreboard because I don't have 2 digits. But it's San Francisco 10, LA 2. And timeout for the Dodgers as they will go out and replace the pitcher. Roebuck goes out. Ron Peranowski comes in. He is a left-hander. He's grade 14 YZ modifiers. This is going to be a 2-for-1 switch. Doug Camilli will come in and catch for Johnny Roseboro. He'll bat in the 9th spot. And Ron Peranowski, the pitcher, will be scheduled to hit in Roseboro's spot, which is the 7th spot in the batting order. Okay, Orlando Cepeda, who is 3 for 4 in this game, 2 singles and a double. He comes to bat. 1-1, that's a 5. Be a 5 on a 20, so that's going to be a double for Orlando Cepeda. Still no outs. Here is Ed Bailey. 21 is the roll. That's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. And the first out of the top of the 9th inning. Ernie Bowman. 35 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs. Here's Jose Pagan. 53 is an 18. That's going to, let's see, test the shortstop, who is Maury Wills, and he's an 8 fielder, which is column 2. Ground out. 6-3, that ends the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th, San Francisco 10, Los Angeles 2. Well, the Dodgers' backs are really to the wall here, down 8 runs. Doug Camilli will lead off for Los Angeles, then it's to the top of the order, Maury Wills and Junior Gilliam. Stu Miller is still on the mound for San Francisco. 36 roll is a... And Doug Camilli is retired, 5-3. 1 out. Maury Wills. Rolls 34. Fly ball to center field. Willie Mays calls for it and makes the catch. Junior Gilliam. Last out for the between elimination and continuing to play in 1962 for Los Angeles. 1-4. It's going to be a fly ball to the left fielder. Harvey Keenan is under it, makes the catch, and that nails it down for the 1962 San Francisco Giants. They'll go to the 62 World Series. Final score, Giants 10, LA 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up. In this Game 3 of the 1962 National League playoffs, the San Francisco Giants scored 10 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. The Dodgers scored 2 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher was Juan Marichal, who went 7 innings, gave up 2 earned runs. The losing pitcher, Johnny Padres, 4 1/3 innings, 2 earned runs. The star of today's game would be Felipe Alou. Felipe Alou hit 2 home runs, 1 in the 4th inning, 1 in the 5th inning. That 4th inning started off the inning that tied the inning that tied the game. He got reached by an error in the 7th inning. That's the inning where the Giants blew it open. But he followed the 4th inning home run up with another homer in the 5th. So Felipe Alou, star of today's game, 4 for 11 in the playoffs with 3 home runs. The MVP of the playoffs, I would say, is Willie Mays. Willie was 5 for 10 in the 3 games with 2 doubles, a home run, and a big assist in the first inning of Game 2 when he threw out Maury Wills at the plate trying to score on a base hit. So Willie Mays is your MVP of the 62 playoffs. Hope you enjoyed these playoffs. We'll start a new playoff series on tomorrow on Tuesday. Join us tomorrow for a best of 5 playoff series between the 1977 Kansas City Royals of George Brett and the 1977 New York Yankees of Reggie Jackson.